Everybody, Rifleman399 here. Shoot a quick video about Legerdemain, sneak, invisibility, pickpocketing, pretty much all the thieving stuff. The game's a little old at this point, 4 years. It's not that old, but I just kind of got into it, and I found that information about Legerdemain and leveling it and all that stuff is really scattered. It took me a long time to kind of condense it all. So I'm going to shoot a quick video to kind of, well, as quick as I can, to try to go over everything. First things first, let's talk about sneak. People are a little confused. Stealth and sneak, same thing, but just call it sneak. Stealth does not exist in the game. Sneak. While you're sneaking, you can't be seen. Obviously, you get a little hidden. Got a little hidden icon in the middle. I'm really goofing up here. Right above your character. That eye, when it gets small, you're hidden. That obviously says hidden. When you get close, it'll open up. You'll get detected.
Trouble afoot.
And then at that point,
Please
you're not sneaking anymore. Sneak works by. Think of sneak as like a ring. It's like a detection ring. So when you get too close to something, like say, bam, now you're detected. See, kind of like that. I mean, this is kind of a rough idea. So when you level up, I don't think there's actually anything in Legerdemain, oddly enough. But when you level up medium armor, you can get improved sneak. So reduce the size of your detection area by 5% for each piece of armor. So mine's 15% smaller. I also have a race that decreases it by 3 meters, which is nice. So basically, this ring gets 3 meters smaller just because I'm a Khajiit, and then depending on how much medium armor I have, that ring gets even smaller. So you can get even closer to it. An NPC without being, or a monster without being seen. You kind of, you sneak in front. Sneak is pretty much in their field of view. Like if you're behind somebody, it sort of doesn't really matter that much, but it kind of still does. Yeah. So that's pretty much sneak. Light attacks, heavy attacks, and special attacks, like special. I can't use it right now. Special direct attacks will cause a sneak attack, so you can stun a target. You also get like a sneak attack bonus, which is awesome. So that's pretty much sneak. The next is invisibility, which is, there's no skill tree to it. Invisibility is just magic. You pop that on, you can walk right in front of somebody and they can't see you. Nightblades have that as a skill. That's why Nightblades are the best assassins and the best thieves, they're just awesome at it. But then there's other, in my opinion, there's other issues with Nightblade as far as playing the game later on. So I just decided not to be one, a stamina sorcerer. So sneak is very important for every other class other than Nightblade, because that's what you have to use to be stealthy. But you can use alchemy, and I've got some potions going here.
Desperate.
I just burned that by running. But potions are great, because that's your form of invisibility when you're not a Nightblade. The cooldown's kind of long, but it is what it is. You can get a good assassination with it. Okay, so that's sneak and that's invisibility. After that, let's talk Legerdemain, which is basically a really stupid sounding name for sleight of hand for magicians. It was a really poor choice in my opinion, but that's okay. That's beside the point. How do you level Legerdemain? Now, you're going to probably see videos online that tell you to go kill sheep, which is probably the dumbest, lamest thing I've ever seen. I've tried doing it. It sucks. It's stupid. In the end, it gives you the same thing as, going on killing rampages. If you have the expansion, the Dark Brotherhood, or if you're an ESO subscription payer, you can just go on killing rampages. And that's the best way to level, in my opinion. Just walk up right behind somebody. You can pickpocket them real quick, and then just go ahead and take them out. And bam, that's another 40. Another 40 gold. Am I full? Or is my game bugged? I think my game's bugged. I think I'm about to DC while shooting a video. How embarrassing. Oh, yeah, there we go. Massive lag spike. Okay, so to level Legerdemain, in my opinion, You can pickpocket if you want, but pickpocketing you got a chance of being seen. You still have a chance of being seen by killing people, but the money is better. Pickpocketing levels Legerdemain just a tiny bit, so it takes a long time of pickpocketing. And then if you get caught, guards come after you. If you get killed, you lose everything you've stolen. So I kind of like just assassinating people. The Dark Brotherhood guild is great to kind of go through. You just go on their missions, like the Black Sacrament missions. Go out there and you just assassinate everybody in the level, and you're not pickpocketing them. You're basically just taking their goods, and it's stolen goods. It's the same idea as killing sheep, like all those damn videos will tell you to do, except for the money's going to be better, and it's going to be a lot more fun, and you're not out there killing sheep like some kind of turd. That's pretty much Legerdemain. I mean, it's silly. Oh no, I'm sorry. You level Legerdemain by fencing, by selling stolen items at a thieves guild or at an outlaw refuge, which are marked as such. These guys right here. Well, that's the thieves guild. That's probably the wrong thing to show you. It's the one that I know of. These little tridents right here. The outlaw refuge. You go in there and you sell stolen goods. That's how you level Legerdemain. So that's going to be that stupid video about killing sheep. They're going to tell you to kill the sheep, take their meat, and go sell it. You will level your Legerdemain that way. Yes, but it's not fun, and a lot of people do it, so it's kind of hard to find a bunch of sheep. If for whatever reason you're interested in that stupid idea, you can just come down to Kenathar's Roost, like right around here. There's some sheep farmers. You got to kill the sheep farmers, so it helps if you have the Blade of Woe. You assassinate them, and then you just go around killing their sheep and taking their meat, which is considered stolen. Or you can go on Dark Brotherhood missions or whatever. If you don't have Dark Brotherhood and you kind of just want to pickpocket, you want to feel like you're a thief, come down to wharfs when you first start. You're going to find a lot of fishermen, a lot of beggars. Those are going to be the people you steal from. You should feel really awful about stealing from beggars, because I do. But that's where you start. You'll see as you play, you see dead copies of people, because that's what other people are doing. So you see the pickpocket there? It says 65%. You wait for it to go as high as possible, and then you hit whatever activation button it is. And then you murder them. You can pickpocket up to 3 times, and then they won't have anything left. So look at that, 100 gold item, just for murdering them. You can pickpocket them up to 3 times, and then they're out. But each time you pickpocket them, it's going to be worth less and less. Oh, I'm sorry, not worth less. It'll be more and more difficult to pickpocket from them. So generally, I'll pickpocket them twice, murder them, and then I get that 3rd item basically for free. So let's see if I can do that here. We got their scholar. See, 45%. That's going to be tough. Yeah, couldn't get them. Stick to beggars. Like I'm pretty low on my Legerdemain skill. Light fingers here. Yeah, you increase your pickpocketing 10, 20, 30%, which is nice as a Khajiit. I get a permanent 5% that no other race gets. Not that game breaking, but it's a little helpful. This one right here is the most important tracker. Right here. You start by only being able to fence 50 items a day. With 1 level of tracker, you can do like 110. It makes a huge difference when it comes time to level your Legerdemain. So that's the best way to level Legerdemain, is to cap out 110 items every single day. When you first start, it's only 50, but I think in like 2 days, there's something, I don't know, it's stupid fast. You get to level 2 or 3, and then bam, you put the 1 point into trafficking, and then now you're doing 110 items a day. I wish it went up higher than that each time, but it doesn't. The first time is the best bang for the buck. It goes from 50 to 110. After that, it's like 120, 130. It's not that great. Lockpicking, stupid. Forcing locks, just learn how to lockpick. Don't be that guy. Reducing bounties is great if you're terrible at being a thief. And that's pretty much that's. Didn't think I was going to cover pocketing, but let's do that again real quick. So you're following them. You wait for it to turn green. You hit your button. Now a 65% chance is is pretty low in my opinion to go pickpocketing. You want to have at least 75 to 80%. That's why beggars and fishermen are going to be your best option when you first start. So here, I think this guy's a beggar. Now it says I'm aware. Here, he's aware of me. See, 90% stall. Now I'm going to wait a little bit. I'm going to show you. Now look at that. You got a high quality item. What kind of beggar is that? See, it went down to 5%. And now I got caught. Now without invisibility, it's kind of tough to get away. But I'll just pop a potion, just because I don't really want to deal with that guy.
I don't like hurting people, but I do it when I have to.
The painful approach, then.
Shut up. So yeah, so sometimes you just get caught. You know, it's a random. It's random. It's only it's a dice roll. 85%, 65% doesn't mean you're really going to get away with it. If 20% means you might still get away with it. Who knows? It's a random number. Just roll the dice percentage on whether or not you're going to be able to pickpocket or not. I'm going to give away a little secret here. If you don't have Dark Brotherhood, if you really want to be a thief and you want to pickpocket people to make your Legerdemain, you know, just feel like, I don't know. Well, if you don't have Dark Brotherhood, you can't just go murdering people and taking their stuff. So you kind of have to pickpocket. So I'm going to show you, in my opinion, the best place to do that. So if you can, Glenumbra, come over down to Daggerfall right here. Join a guild, port over. But any way you can get over here is really the way to do it. I'm sure when the game first came out, you could not go to enemy factions, but that doesn't seem to be the case anymore. So come to Daggerfall. Don't get caught when you have a bounty, by the way. Especially when you have a lot of stolen stuff, because if a guard kills you, you lose everything. And you gotta start over again. So there's a thieves guild, or I'm sorry, outlaw refuge.
Criminals.
Right?
That is why we, the soldiers of the Lion Guard, have come to you.
This is the hardest I've had to work to try to save myself 207 gold. Maybe in the right spot. No. Almost. Okay, right here. This is the best place in the game, in my opinion, to pickpocket. And I'm going to tell you why. First, there's an outlaw refuge right friggin' there. That's key. Second, you got a bunch of laborers that are all right here. Super easy to pickpocket. Kind of easy to murder.
Pickpocketing is illegal.
Yeah. Kind of goofed that one up. But as long as no one's hitting you, in a few seconds you can jump down in here, clear your bounty, come back out. Now, why is that important? I'll tell you in a second. Now he's angered me, so I really want to rob him. You know what? I just want to murder him. I don't want to rob him. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Is that illegal? Is that immoral? These guys got good stuff. Okay, so anyway. Once you're done pickpocketing and murdering, so you can only do it like what did I say, 3 times? And then they run out of inventory. So you pop in here and you'll reset pretty much anytime you go to a load screen and come back out, you've reset the inventory on all the NPCs. So you can go and pickpocket those 5 people, however many they're there. Bleed them dry, come out to the Outlaw's Den, clear your bounty, sell the stuff, pop back out. Now, my bounty's kind of, well, that's not a high bounty, 247, that's garbage. But I'm just gonna, I'm gonna clear it anyway. So you got a fence right here.
I don't buy. Isn't it rude?
See, yep, there you go, 110. I've already sold 9 today. Just made a lot of money. It's great starter gold, let me tell you. Okay, so, and I've leveled up some Legerdemain. Although I didn't finish leveling it, but we're getting there. It does take a while. I mean, what are you gonna do? I've never seen an MMO that didn't have grinds in it. But this, in my opinion, is the best way to grind without the Dark Brotherhood expansion. Or without the Thieves Guild expansion, really. If you're playing base game, it's the best place to do it. And even with Dark Brotherhood, I still think this is the best place to do it. Because here, I'm gonna go through the... Okay, so there's one. She's suspicious, which means...
Careful, or I'll cut that hand off.
Yeah, see, sometimes you just get caught. What are you gonna do? I think on level 2... Legerdemain, not level 2 Legerdemain, level 2 of pickpocketing increase, you should have like 100% with these people. Oh, I just got caught. Oh, look who it is. Murder your ass. Oh yeah, before I forget. The one downside, whoop, it's right there, is to doing it is there is one guard that likes to come around. Well, I'm glad a root doesn't count as being hit. That one guard will just kind of pat around through the stable, back around, just do like a tiny circle. So you just watch that one guard, and that's it. That's the best place to level your Legerdemain. As you do quests and stuff, if you have these expansions, you'll get these counterfeit pardons. So I just knocked 500 gold off my bounty. Oh, I didn't go through that. This is the justice system. So obviously that's how much bounty I have, which is represented in white over here. I don't know why they even add that here. It's kind of confusing, but you'll see a red bar that starts to fill around. That's called heat. There's 3 levels basically. If you're in the first, if you have no heat like I have now, if I get close to, I have to get kind of close to a guard, and that guard will say, hey, you owe us, you know, you have a bounty, pay it or run or whatever. If you run away from the guard, you're gonna get a higher bounty. If you pay him off, you lose all of your stolen goods, but they won't kill you. When you get to like level 2, they'll kind of start chasing you around. Yeah, you have to stay further away from them before they come after you. But it's the same thing. Pay your bounty, lose your stuff, or flee and get a higher bounty. Or you can use clemency if you have Thieves Guild, which is basically like a get out of jail free card. You can only use once a day. And the 3rd level of heat is basically just kill on sight. If they see you, they're not even going to ask you for money. They're just going to try to murder you, or not murder you. That's justice. They're gonna put you down. So that's the justice system. It's actually pretty straightforward. Sorry, I know that was kind of a long video. I kind of do like to ramble.
I don't buy stolen.
So that was 120 bounty cost me, and that's bam 2. I've already paid my bounties off, and now I've made a little extra money, and I got my Legerdemain to 7. Yeah, it doesn't look like it levels much because it doesn't, but see, perfect. 20% extra on pickpocketing now. When I go out there, more than likely I'm gonna have a 100% chance against those dock workers and fishermen and beggars. But it'll continue to be difficult for merchants, definitely nobles. They're the hardest people to pickpocket, which is a shame. We think they'd be dumb and easy, but no, they're tough. So yeah, Glenumba right at the docks. There's this little roundabout you can go do. Otherwise, the fastest way to level Legerdemain without putting all this extra time that you're watching me do is to just assassinate. Go on Dark Brotherhood missions. So as a drunkard, 95% chance. That's pretty good. And a card right there. These are pretty good. Usually there's kind of somebody around who's murdering people, and then they'll make it easier. Because with a cluster like this, Yeah, I see one of them copying.
Arouse the gods!
Catch you. Sure.
But that's how it is. It's just trial and error, you know? I got caught. Oh no, I'll run back away. Come on down here. I probably made enough money off pickpocketing that one person to pay for my bounty. So that's, you know, it's not the end of the world. You want to obviously make money, and that's why, in my opinion, just murdering people is the best, because you don't, as long as no one's around to see you. Of which, if you do have the Dark Brotherhood, and you want to just murder for money, and not do quests, just kind of run in, run out, murder, make your, you know, get your stolen goods, get out. It's going to be over here in Gold Coast, the city of Kavatch, pretty much this district right here. You're going to see, pretty much all this right here. You're going to see tons of dead bodies when you get there. It's, there's a lot of Dark Brotherhood quests that go there. There's plenty, or just the entire city in general. This is kind of like the murder city. You just come in here and you just lay waste to citizens that are kind of walking by themselves, and just, you know, just murder them. Murder them, take their stuff. It's basically the same thing. You're going to steal 40 gold worth, 100 gold worth off of most citizens. So you're basically selling and fencing for the same amount. It's not as difficult getting caught. Cause
I don't buy stolen goods. Oh, just kidding you. Of course
I was kind of wondering what she was going to say.
Isn't it remarkable?
Had to check. Yeah, I see. Look at this $70 bounty, and bam, bam. Look, I've already paid for that $70 bounty, and I've made a little extra, an extra 70 gold just for that. And I love my Legerdemain just a tiny, tiny bit. But yeah, so Dark Brotherhood. Just go ahead and go to Kavatch, which is in the Gold Coast. It's right here. So that's Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary. Right over here at Kavatch. You'll be familiar. You'll have to do quests if you're in the Dark Brotherhood anyway. But yeah, that's the best, in my opinion. That's the best place to just run, spend probably like 10-15 minutes. You'll have more than likely enough stolen items to cap out if you're 110 for the day. It might be more like 30 minutes. So that's the fastest way to level as an assassin. Over here is the fastest way to level as a thief. And you can always do thief guild quests, you know, to have you run around, you know, pickpocketing people, which you kind of have to do as a thief to level up in the Thieves Guild. But it is time consuming, it's kind of a pain in the butt. And while I'm on that subject, if you're leveling the Thieves Guild, when you go on those pickpocketing missions, I think it only gives you 5. I could be wrong. Always good to test that today. You only get 5 skill levels per quest. And when you go on those pickpocketing quests, you'll pickpocket 10 people, and they'll say, okay, now go to this city and do it. Before you turn the quest in, they'll go to this city, and then go to a third city. Once you've pickpocketed 30 people, you will get like a really good, well, in their opinion, a better satchel. I don't think I have one. It's like a satchel you get. It's a reward that could have potions in it, could have armor in it. More than likely not any armor. Potions and other garbage, or like or stolen goods you can sell. In my opinion, I think even if you go to all 3 cities, you still only get 5 skill points for the Thieves Guild. I was going to test that today, but I thought that's what I was seeing. In that case, just rob 10 people, come back, start a new quest, rob 10 people, come back. That's the leveling of Thieves Guild. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's stealth, invisibility, Legerdemain, fencing, Thieves Guild, Dark Brotherhood, assassinations, mass murdering, mass stealing, and the justice system. So thanks for watching. Subscribe. I'll probably have more videos of ESO online as soon as I come across videos that need to be made. Otherwise, there's kind of already a ton of it out there for an MMO. But yeah, so that's it. So enjoy. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.